For over 1,000 years, the galaxy had known only one ruler. The Emperor, an immortal sovereign whose power stretched across countless star systems, was worshipped as a god. His empire was vast, his reach infinite, and his will unquestioned. To the people of the Dominion, he was their savior, their protector, the reason their worlds thrived. Statues of his golden visage towered over every city, and his name was spoken with reverence in every breath. But no one had seen him in centuries. His voice, carried through holograms and grand proclamations, never aged, never faltered. He was eternal. Or so they believed. Beneath the grand surface of loyalty and devotion, a whisper spread through the Dominion. A rumor that could shake the foundation of the empire itself. Some said the emperor was dead, that he had been gone for centuries and that the High Council had been ruling in his name. Others believed he had never existed at all, that he was nothing more than an illusion designed to keep the masses obedient. But the most terrifying theory was one that only a few dared to speak, that the emperor was not a man, but something else entirely. Captain Relus Kale was once a decorated soldier, a man who had sworn his life to the emperor without question. But when his elite unit was sent on a classified mission to the outer fringes of the empire, he discovered something that changed everything. Deep within an abandoned research station on a forgotten moon, his squad stumbled upon a hidden chamber filled with preserved bodies, thousands of them. Each one identical. Each one bearing the face of the emperor. The shock was overwhelming. These were not statues, not artificial constructs. They were organic, real, and in perfect condition, as if waiting to be awakened. Some were centuries old, others newly grown, suspended in an eerie blue liquid. But before Relus and his team could process what they had found, the alarms blared. The station had detected their presence. The walls shifted, revealing hidden gun turrets. One by one, his soldiers were cut down. Relus barely escaped with his life. Hunted as a traitor, he fled into the underbelly of the Dominion, seeking answers. He found himself among the shadows, a resistance movement that had spent generations trying to expose the truth. They had long suspected the emperor was no ordinary ruler, but their theories were fragmented, incomplete. Relus's discovery changed everything. The emperor was not immortal, he was a clone, or rather, a series of clones, each one replaced when the previous one weakened. But the real question was, who or what was creating them? With the help of the shadows, Relus traced the origins of the cloning program to a hidden fortress known as the Obsidian Throne, located on a planet that did not appear on any star chart. It was a place spoken of only in myths, a world where the first emperor had supposedly ascended to godhood. As Relus and his team infiltrated the fortress, they uncovered a truth more horrifying than they could have imagined. The emperor was not a man. He never had been. Deep within the heart of the fortress, they found it a pulsating, organic mass, neither machine nor flesh, its tendrils stretching into vast chambers filled with cloning pods. It was ancient, intelligent, and malevolent. The emperor was its voice, its mask, the perfect illusion to control the Dominion. Every clone was merely a vessel, a shell to house the creature's will. The real ruler of the galaxy was this entity, a being that had manipulated humanity for 1,000 years, feeding on the devotion of its people, growing stronger with every generation. Before they could destroy it, the fortress came alive. The walls pulsed as if breathing, and the clones awakened, their eyes glowing with an unnatural light. The emperor spoke not through words, but through the very air, his voice inside their minds. You cannot kill me. I am the Dominion. I am the faith in your hearts, the fear in your souls. You have always belonged to me. A desperate battle erupted. Realus and his team fought their way through endless waves of clones, their movements eerily synchronized, as if guided by a single consciousness. Explosions rocked the fortress, fire and shadow colliding as the rebels struggled to reach the core. But the entity was too vast, too powerful. It was not a ruler. It was a god in the truest sense, a being that had become woven into the very fabric of the Dominion itself. Realizing they could not destroy it, Realus made a fateful decision. Using a stolen override code, he triggered the fortress's self-destruct sequence. His team escaped just in time, watching from orbit as the obsidian throne collapsed into itself, vanishing in a blinding explosion. The galaxy had lost its emperor. But as the Dominion reeled in confusion, a chilling realization set in. The people did not celebrate. They did not question. They simply waited. And then, 3 days later, the announcement came. A new emperor had risen. His face was the same. His voice unchanged. And across every world, the people bowed as one and spoke the words they had always known. Hail to the Emperor!